Good morning, Hornet Nation. Welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Joe Hutzler. A bit of a different scenery for us today, but a beautiful night here at Schellenberger Field with men's soccer getting some spring practice in. But first, let's go to some spring varsity sports in season and what they did yesterday. We begin with women's lacrosse and their match against Randolph College for the third annual Play for the Cure game, an effort to raise money for cancer research. And we begin with Joe, the real Joe, Joanna Perry, one of the captains on this team and scoring for the first time this year, a well-deserved celebration. Speaking of first goals, the first career goal for Corinne Lemaire, a two-sport athlete here at Lynchburg College. Later on, Alicia Sandoval with an ATW for the second time this year, around the world shot and score for Lisi, as she's known on the team. Later in the game, it's Allie Truman. This is the first goal of the second half. She finished with 2 goals with her family in attendance. Very nice for her and her family to experience that together. Sandoval had a couple assists as well, one here to Danielle Hook, who was wide open in the middle for the score. And then later on, it's Sandoval again helping out a freshman, Mason Witten, who pots one, and the Hornets win going away 19-1. The final score, they're 3-1 in conference play. Moving on to baseball, a great shot here by Caroline Nauman on that slow-mo. Wonderful piece of video taping for her, and a wonderful piece of hitting for Lynchburg in this entire game against the Tigers of Hampton-Sydney College. An RBI single for Will Harris, the senior having a good day. Later on, it is another senior, Matt Stevens, getting one past the shortstop, and that'll score another run. RBI single for number 4 as Colin Corey picks up the R in the stat book. Brad Hilton keeping the senior theme alive with a nice shot to open center field. They scoop it up, they throw it in, but it's not before 2 runs can score to continue to add on. And the bullpen and the dugout, everyone excited about this showing for the Hornets, hoping they can do it again tonight as they take on Hampton-Sydney from Hampton-Sydney. They win this one by 6, 8-2, the final score. 2-for-4 day for Brad Hilton. Grambogia with the win. Speaking of wins, Lynn Walsh here with this week's Walsh Wednesday report.
On Saturday, April 7th, Lynchburg College hosted their annual Relay for Life. And although the weather conditions didn't quite agree with the staff's agenda, they were able to make it happen and pull off a great event.
So on Saturday, we had everything planned. We had a lot of teams sign up. We had about, I want to say, like a little less than 20, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, the weather was not the best. That's something that we were not prepared for and we couldn't really plan for. So we started out by being outside on the Dell. And out of nowhere, it started to hail and snow. So our event actually started at 6 p.m. So afterward, at around, I think, 8 p.m., around that time, we decided to head to Wake. So we kind of had to move everything, everyone's booths, everyone's tables, up into cars or have them walk them down to Wake Fieldhouse. And then we just restarted the event. We had Tim, who is our sound guy, our DJ. He came and made sure like all his sound equipment was okay. He brought it down there as well, and it went really well. We stayed not until 3 a.m., but we stayed until 2 a.m., which is really cool because we kind of brought it back from years past. It was more successful like overnight, so we tried to get that back, and this was the first year that we did that in a while, and it was really successful.
We meet weekly. Every week we meet on Wednesday, and we go over basically everything: prizes, who's going to come, who's going to perform, food trucks, performances, singers, everything like that. So there's a lot of emails to be sent out to get people to come and do it. And then we also have to talk about fundraising for ourselves, getting teams to join and sign up, the logistics of the event, getting tables on the Dell, sound, everything. So there's quite a lot that goes into it, but it's just a group of us that work together. We assign things pretty evenly, and we all just work together to get it done.
You can contact me, which is roho_v@lynchburg.edu, or the next year's president is going to be Caitlin Schull, so it's SCHULL _K@lynchburg.edu. If you guys want to get involved, or if you just want to be a team captain and have your organization already signed up for the event, you can totally do that. We start sign-ups towards the end of next fall.
For LHSN, I'm Lynn Walsh.
Before we move forward, let's look back at golf results from yesterday in the second round of the Glenheath Shipbuilders Memorial As a whole, between round 1 and round 2, the team finished 4th out of 17 total teams, Branson Terrell having the nicest time, tied for 11th at 14 over par. Now moving on to action today, women's tennis will look for their 7th consecutive match win as they battle Randolph today at 3 o'clock on Rivermont Avenue. At the same time, the men's tennis team looks to win their first ODAC match of this season as they also battle the Wildcats at 3 p.m. And as mentioned before, baseball will be at Hampton-Sydney College this afternoon at 4 o'clock to take on the Tigers, looking to sweep them in 2 straight days for some ODAC victories. Well, that's all the time we have for today, except for the National Day on the National Day calendar. And today is National Pet Day. Now, some people may associate yesterday's National Day, National Sibling Day, with a pet. No, we don't want to condone that around here. But we do have some LHSN crew members who like to show off their pets this morning on the Daily Buzz. And as we take a look at them, we'll see some from Tyler Clay, his 2 dogs. We've got Coffer Barcliffe with Sheba and Onyx, Tyler Novak's dog Bailey, also Anthony McAvoy's dog Bella. A lot of dogs, no cats. I'm kind of surprised here today. If I had a picture of my animal, it wouldn't be a cat either, so we continue that trend. If you'd like to share a picture of you and your animal, you can do that on Twitter at Lynchburg Sports. That's all the time we have for today until tomorrow morning right here on Facebook.com/Lynchburg Sports. Remember, it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we are one nation.